Tom has a very strong, close relationship with his daughters.
You know, growing up, he was surrounded by women.
He can't talk enough about them.
When my daughters were born, I had every expectation that they would grow into wonderful adults, and they have, except I would have liked at least one of them to be a Major League Baseball player.
But then he saw me play softball in 8th grade and his dream died. It was terrible.
But they have done so much more than I think either Francis or I could have expected.
His view is that there's nothing that, you know, men can do that women can't. And he always made sure that we were aware of that.
My father encouraged us to pursue whatever we wanted to pursue and not feel like there are any barriers to it.
And there really are no good reasons for any limits on women, especially since they're my daughters. I have a vested interest in making sure that they at least approach life with that sense.
My father is very invested in where he lives, and he just has a passion for Pennsylvania, for revitalizing neighborhoods in Pennsylvania, for keeping people in Pennsylvania, for bringing people back to Pennsylvania.
I'm very proud to be his spouse because of the kind of person he is. You know, maybe it reflects well on me. I made a good choice.
Frances has been an amazing wife to me, but I think also a really amazing mother in so many different ways.
No, my father has very high standards for people who are in our lives.
I think I was appropriately tough on dates. Was that wrong?
He wants to make sure that they're good enough for us.
I mean, they're perfect. They're perfection, so.
I avoid bringing anybody around my dad. I tell him I'll elope first and then introduce him to my husband. I feel like Katie and I have been very lucky to have him as a father and have somebody who is so present in our lives, and he's been such a good example for us.
One lives in San Francisco, one lives in Brooklyn. They're both very well educated, they're both very accomplished young women, and I would like a Pennsylvania that they would want to come back to. That's the kind of thing that keeps me awake at night. What is it that we need to do that would make them want to live here and work here, make a career, and themselves build a family?